All right, looking at her story now. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Don't even.
That can't even be real.
Fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that.
But that can't even be real. That's the thing.
But don't even. You know what we talked about last night? Fuck all that. Let me say something. It's not.
No, I'm saying, but I don't know where that even came from.
Yo, stop these fake allegations. This is a father. This is a real person. It's a good human being. But hey, bro, we on screen, bro. Come on, like, I gotta just
don't.
Is that fashion now? Rip shirts and fucking overalls? Is that what we're doing now as a man? Listen.
I don't know, but I like those hats. I think the hats are cute.
I mean, okay. But I'm just saying, like, listen. All right. I'm not taking this man serious. Like, just look at that, right?
No, he looks like a failed SoundCloud rapper. You know what I mean? Like from like 2018.
I can't take him serious. Like, I'd look at him and just laugh and just keep it moving. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
apparently something is going on with my live stream. YouTube is not receiving enough video, maintain smooth. All right, so we're buffering. Why are we buffering? All right. All right, so it says excellent condition on the studio. Let me see.
I think it literally might just be YouTube shitting the bed.
Yeah, apparently it could be. Get off Roxy's Wi-Fi. That's hilarious. All right.
Bruh.
Yeah, damn, it is lagging bad, boy.
Yeah, I'm looking at it
They
right
can hear
now.
the screen
Of
frozen.
course.
All right, of course. I apologize, guys. This is super trash right now.
We are back again, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Schizo Spud, with the covering of Wednesday streams, and it was all over the place. What I mean all over the place, 1 minute it was, oh, well that happened, and oh, I don't like this, and I disagree. And then some of it was, okay, yeah, I'm starting out with Cafe, even though not much happened in Cafe besides internet problems, and that's really all it was. Cafe was relatively calm and relaxed. So this early part of Cafe will be mimicking that for the most part, where it's like, all right, well, not much really happened in Cafe because not a lot of things happened in Cafe. It was just internet problems, and that's about it. And thank God it was just an internet problem, because if it was something else, I would have felt bad for the Cafe guys. All right, moving on to whatever's next.
And everyone's like, that's not real. This guy's like a fucking like liar for sure. So we meet. She's like, I think you're fucking funny. I think you're kind of cute little guy. We start dating. And she's like, I don't know how much of your stories are real, but we start, we're really committed. She moves in with me. She starts meeting my family. She gets confirmation immediately, like, yeah, my dad is this crazy fucking dude. The jobs I had are kind of fucking insane, but they were real. Like, I always thought that everyone had such a crazy life. Like, everyone's going through like the most wildest shit.
I actually feel you, because I was like, I remember I went to college and I would like tell my friends like some of the stuff that would like happen like in like high school or whatever, because I went to a really weird high school because I went to an art school, and they would be like, what was going on? Like, my life is so boring compared to yours. I'm like, it really wasn't as entertaining as you think it is. It just sounds that way.
Like,
oh my God,
hasn't everyone had their like parents be like, yeah, just go ahead and end your Minecraft server. Just do it.
I have. Or have one of your parents try to commit Minecraft deletion in front of you. Yeah. And look, the fucked up thing is, like, this is what I always said. Trauma is basically seasoning for the soul. Anytime people have not been through the shit like I have, or Zay has, or God forbid the shit that you've been through, fuck, it singes your personality in a way that it's permanently there. And people that don't go through that shit are just boring. It's boring.
Yeah, if you've never been through shit, you're not funny. That's how you can tell somebody who's been through a little bit of something. They're usually the funnier type of people.
Well, isn't comedy, as a stand-up comic, you should know this, that comedy is your way to relate pain and horrible subjects into a way that people can laugh about it and relate to. Like, that's what I like about George Carlin's comedy. He takes horrible fucking things that you really don't want to think about, and like, let's talk about it. Let's just think about this for a minute. And it's fucking hilarious. So that's just my whole thing.
I have a question.
Yeah?
Is Eric still your intern?
I mean, I guess technically, is he around?
I personally disagree with Buff and what they're kind of saying, and I understand what they're saying. On one hand, trauma does help develop a person, a character. On the other hand, simply calling someone boring because they never experienced trauma is like, okay, but what do you mean by trauma? I feel like, I don't know. Because one of the struggles of humanity is to overcome trauma. Oh my God, I couldn't speak there. It is to overcome the trauma that we are bear with, whether it's through religious or whatever you want to say. Humanity's main goal is to overcome the trauma of life, one way or another. It's why our parents do what they do to in a way, like the old story of Buddha before the Buddha became Buddha, how he was hidden in a temple, or not a temple, a castle, as a way to, make sure that he doesn't experience the trauma of life. I feel like that you can't impose that kind of thinking, and I know Warren Buffett isn't like that, but I just felt that it was like really dumb. I felt like there wasn't enough pushback on that end, but of course they won't be. I probably would have responded like, I don't think that's a good thing to think, and I don't blame you for having that mindset. But it's like, I don't think trauma is the seasoning of the soul. I think it's just general experience and knowledge and wisdom is the real, you could say, the spice of the soul, not trauma, because we've seen what trauma could do to people. Right, right. So I really don't agree with that mindset. I've gone through my own trauma, but I don't ever want that to be imposed on the people. And I don't think people who, the people who I met that didn't really experience that much trauma in life, I don't think of them as less or boring. It is not, my place to judge that, right? For me, if you experience trauma, then I feel bad for you. If you haven't, then bless you, because some things are not better not experienced. And I don't know why they thought that. I don't know. It kind of felt edgy. It felt very like your Nietzschean mindset. Not really, because obviously Nietzsche probably wouldn't really say that. But you know what I mean, right? You know what I'm referring to, the whole Rick and Morty fake Nietzschean mindset.
Cool, right? If Tess, because Tess talks about some wild shit, right? There was a THC beer company that would have, I think, been super happy to get like a late night show talking about their product. Ships across some states. They have a non-alcoholic option, since Grim doesn't fucking drink alcohol. Would have been great. And yeah, you have this guy who's like on a show drinking non-alcoholic beer, and you have Nightmare drinking actual beer. Fantastic. But now I'm getting the fucking shit can, because my direct boss, David Jaffe, is doing this whole thing about, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the Voldemorts. I'll bring them onto the stream. I'll interact with them.
Yeah, more than that, it was bring them on, which, like, okay. I, before this, have always been a huge Jaffe supporter. You know that. He lost me with this one. And, like, I understand that he kicked them out after the fact, whatever, but he knows, though. Every single host in this community has told him, I told him straight up what happened between me and one of the Voldemorts he had on screen yesterday. For him to still bring her up there, knowing that she could harm his community, that lost me. That just totally lost me. And then him to, like, kick her out after and be like, oh, well, it took my supporters coming in and telling me their stories. So you don't care about all your ex-coworkers that you were just working with not even a week ago who were affected by this bitch. Like, it's like, bro.
Zay Zudu at $2 says, Bish Mish. Mazer, thank you for letting go of that kid to type out that message. Bish Mish with $2. Look, to be fair, a butterfly, Bish Mish. Jaffe's just so uninvolved. Uninvolved, not unevolved. He never watched the shows. Any of the stuff that was like related to the LCU content was something I would have to tell him like before the streams, right? Or I'd message him like, hey, this is a topic going on. We kind of want to not touch this. We don't want to talk about that. Or like, hey, we do want to talk about this because it correlates with what we're doing. Lily Musai, hey, Zay and Tech, wishing you all the best. Thank you, Lily Musai. Lily Musai is great. She's fantastic.
I love Lily. You know, she supports every freaking show. Everybody start dropping W's for Lily right now. She's one of those. She deserves it.
Love you, Lily. Where was that at? Oh, yeah. So, like, Jaffe not knowing anything or kind of, like, taking a step back from being involved with all this shit, I see why he did what he did. But I gave him so much fucking pushback on that stream.
Can I say why I think he did it last night?
Go ahead.
I think Beans was a big, like, Beans reacting to the redirect thing on Milkers was a big reason why he kind of did that fuck you, because before that, he redirected to Milkers. Like, he literally was still trying to be like, hey, like, you know, I understand how things happen, but, like, you know. And then after she did that, that's when the fuck you happened. And I'm not totally blaming it on her, because he's his own man. He makes his own decisions. But, you know, maybe coming at him for trying to do something nice did not result in any good for the LCU, is all I'm going to say.
You saucy with $2. Female dog Mitch. I'll talk about that because it was It was for sure like a complicated decision. Like we're now off network, right?
So if you're not aware, links did pop up on not local Madhouse, but on the Madhouse. After Madhouse separated, so he did pop up on there, and it was there for a little bit of time, and it was hilarious because everybody was freaking out about it. Everybody was telling Keem. Personally, it's kind of funny how these people are scared of a little girl that, like they have to go to this much of extent ability to keep bashing her, where, everybody came out and admitted, like, she hasn't, doxed anybody. She hasn't done any of this stuff, right? And when people say that, like, where's the proof? Where's the proof? And they never show receipts. Even Keemstar straight up admitted during the links, the links call, right? All right. Even he straight up admitted, like, yeah, there was no proof of doxing on your end, and it was other people. Like, they wasn't even doxed by links or anybody from there. And if it was usually from people that already were in the LCU. It's like so hilarious they have to go through this much extent. But we gotta keep moving on, y'all.
And then I was like, wait, I'm an idiot. I need to make more shows. So that's how it happened. I was like, okay, we're launching Queens, then Rewind, then, but I wish I would have planned this a long time ago. I just don't operate that way. I just go with the flow in the moment and make a decision,
Yeah, Boogie said multiple times on other streams, and even I think on lolcowlive, that he thinks you're ready to retire. Have you publicly said, like, what your timeline is for when you're going to let the streams be their streams?
I don't know if that's true, if I'm ready to retire. I know that, like...
Oh, he thinks you are. I don't know if you think you are, but Boogie thinks it.
I don't know. I feel like I could do this for 20 years, I feel like I could do this for a very long time, but also, there's times where I just don't want to, Like right now I'm having a hard time, like, if you lose that fire, right? If you lose that inspiration as a creator, it is tough, and you can fight through it and wait till you catch that next wave. Because, like, I feel like right now we're at a time where, like, the live is, like, on paper is so successful, right? It's like crushing it, right? But I just feel like we're just collecting L's, and it's like, how do you, I don't know. At the time where I was getting the biggest paychecks I've ever got on YouTube, I felt the same way, back in Drumler days, pulling in like $250,000 for a month, pretty good paycheck, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, something's wrong, something's off, like, it's not the right, it's like, I don't know, sometimes this happens and you got to get re-inspired again. And with the series of nonstop negative stuff, losing Savage, losing Madhouse, like, losing Mitch, like, it just, these type of things propel that feeling, and you got to find something to get re-inspired. And I would have it if we had good people trying out, but we don't. Like, we went from, do you remember when all those women tried out for Queens?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Like, there was like a lot of potential people that could be on that shit. Like, I mean, those were some good tryouts. We went from that to what we're dealing with now, and it's just like, oh, damn, I don't know.
Where did some of those girls go from the tryouts? Because I there was a lot of people who made it to the finals with me. I don't know where some of them went, but if some of them are still in the Discord, maybe hit them up.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I will say, when I was doing the consulting thing, right, it's for business efficiency consulting. A lot of it was when companies go from like a medium-sized business, 100 employees, 200 employees, to now they're running like, 4K employee operations. They're shipping internationally their products and shit. A lot of the CEOs, they see like they're at their max growth they've ever been. They're at their max profits. And because there's not that big change anymore, it always feels like these guys are making millions of dollars a month, right? And they always feel like, because there's not that increase that I had before, fuck, is it going bad? But like you said, lolcowlive is killing it this month, right? Rewind's doing fucking fantastic. Everything is there, right? The brand has been properly foundationed, right? Yeah, there's little hiccups here and there, and those hiccups feel worse because that change and what's happening is more dramatic because they were already established. I think the Lolcow universe is on track to be one of the biggest podcasts on YouTube, right?
No
I think there's huge potential here. It's just now every decline is a bigger decline. But I'm here for it.
You really got to understand that we have to, once we get to July, then lolcowlive is a year doing its current daily streams. Because 6 months into the first year, we didn't even do these daily live streams. You know what I mean? It wasn't until July of 2024 when we lost Tommy C, where like the cast of me, Wings, and Boogie, we're gonna stream live as much as we possibly can, like every day type of shit. Actually, I don't even know. I don't think we started the everyday stream until the end of 2024?
Was it October, I think? November?
Yeah, it was later in the year than July, I believe.
So yeah,
it was
we
like
don't
right
even have
before you did Queens. So I think
we don't even
November.
have a year with this formula, that we know works, right? So damn.
Yeah,
Okay, now I'm inspired. Now I feel kind of good because, like, bro, I'm thinking, damn, we've been around for like 18 months, but we didn't even discover like what the show was until like November, I guess.
Remember
of last year.
Queen's auditions happened in December. That's like not been that much time, and you've built this many shows up since then. Like you should be inspired. The shit you've accomplished. I mean, your whole YouTube fucking history is accomplishments, but the shit with the lolcow is honestly like insane exponential growth on YouTube.
Yeah, growing companies always have this thing. They call it the 3 bumps, right? It's the first you discover what you're doing, first bump. Second bump is you're doing it well, and shit's gonna change, right? You have to change out how you're shipping out products or how you're making your sales. And I think that's where we're at. We're at the second bump. It's how do we establish this for the
So here, Keem is more or less really like venting right now of the current dilemma within the LCU, right? Let's be fair, the LCU has been in a state of stagnation. People have said that, you know, the LCU is on the collapse. I don't believe that. I think they're in a state of stagnation because they have recently lost 2 of their biggest hosts. And then the current hosts they have are almost straight up mediocre at best, right? Let's not deny that. Most of these smaller channel hosts, I don't blame them, right? It's really not their job and they don't have the experience. And a lot of them are kind of thrown in the community that are very, very judgmental. Like, the LCU is very judgmental. As everybody has said, if you get a win, you get a win. But if you get an L, you get the L for a long time. So, truthfully, I can understand why he's going through this sort of burnt out. That's really what it is. Like, they've been streaming for almost every single day since all the way back in, like, I believe January. They at least been streaming always in January, if not early December. That's when they've been streaming almost, no, not early December, like mid to late December, early January. They've been streaming constantly to the point where it's ridiculous. And these are like 2-hour streams, and then they're doing, you know, again, if they're doing a stream 5 days a week, that's 10 hours. But that 10 hours of like, you know, planning every single day and everything, like it gets to you. And they're restricted by a set time limit of 2 hours. So even if they could get through a docket, they can't really bring in people, especially in the LCL. They're unable to bring people onto the main show anymore. Most other shows do that, but the LCL doesn't. And you know, maybe a big event is what needed to bring back the LCL, right? Or bring back the LCU.
30 minutes in.
It's fine. They put it in the docket. We're good.
Thank you.
I was like, they work pretty damn fast. I already got it.
They do. Oh, no, okay.
See, we're good. We're all up. Yeah, I only need you to pull big pictures, actually. That would be super clutch if you could do that.
Oh, I'll do that.
Thank you. Okay, so we'll just like watch this and then we'll stop playing it whenever, or like pause just so we can talk about it.
Okay, fucking want to bounce around. He said that without me there, the star of the show is gone, so there's almost like no point, right? It's too much work to kind of build up the show again. But like Tech Protect was still willing to like start from scratch, right? Obviously they both wanted to work with me, but I thought they would both work well together because they were like fan favorites when we did all the tryouts, you know? And the people do actually like them. Yeah. But he did all these things during the tryouts and then didn't want to do anything like that on the actual show. So it made it sound like
I think it's absolutely fucking ridiculous that somebody would want to host a show with the idea that they aren't the star of the show, right?
Right.
Like, I want to do a show, but you know, I don't want to be the star of the show. I want to suck Rastov's nuts.
Yeah.
Like you should be competing.
That's kind of what me and Tech were talking about this
obviously
morning.
shouldn't be. Because like, come on, Xylie's awesome, but nobody should compete with me, right? Xylie's got it really good. She could go on any other show and she could be the star of the show, but she just gets to sit back and relax. Because Papa Billy's here. You know?
Hold on. No, sit your ass down.
What's
I
that?
do what? I do what?
You got it easy here.
I have it fucking easy. Have you lost your complete fucking mind? I have it easy.
No, it's here.
You've lost your fucking mind saying that fucking shit.
Hold on.
Where do I have it easy, Billy?
No, it's here.
Where do I have it easy, Billy? You can barely share your fucking stream when you're running OBS. How the fuck you got it easy when I'm the one that gets all the goddamn timestamps? I run the goddamn shit. I watch the shows you don't fucking watch. Where is it that I have it fucking easy?
You have it easy right here.
I literally
you have it easy right here.
No, fuck you. I literally clock into work from the time I fucking wake up to the time I go to fucking bed. You get to show up and
I just need to this feels like watching like your parents fight. Like this
I am
feels
like
really
I'm having I'm having flashbacks, like legit. Like look at Rastov. Look at him right now. He's tensed up. Look at his shoulders. They're like clenched to high hell.
Yeah, it's like the thing that's like rough about this is because it's like you could tell Billy, like I think he's just trying to like troll and he's just trying to like poke and he's trying to prod. But like, oh man, like I can't tell if he didn't realize how upset Xylie was or if he just didn't give a fuck, but
well, this happened before Fat Camp too. It's just like Billy, for as long as I've known Billy, he's never afraid to touch your button when you're sensitive, because at the end of the day, like Billy likes to prod and poke, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I do the same thing, but I'm not like Billy. Nobody's like Billy.
I was gonna say, I think you do the same thing to me, but I will say like you like cut the line sometimes. Like if you could see that actually getting really bothered.
No, Billy won't back down, and because the reason why he won't, because the more he presses, the more you get upset, the more he's like, why are you getting upset? Let's see how upset you actually, and he can't help it. And I as a person, I want to do that too. But like I said, Billy's Billy. Billy's a sweet boy. He's a Sour Patch Kid. He's sour than sweet. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Come on, keep it. I want to see this. But Xylee don't back down either. So that's another thing about it. It's an unmovable object meeting an unrelenting force type of thing. Yeah. So
I do everything in the fucking background. Fuck you.
It's easy right here. So yeah.
Not really much happened in Nerds. Nerds was just the usual nerd topic crap. Zay went on about, like, she's not a big fan of Brave. I use the Brave web browser all the time. I don't. Okay, whatever, girl. Do you. Slay, Queen Slay. Now, they really went over the whole stuff that happened between Billy and Xylee. It was whatever. It wasn't even that important. It was so whatever. Moving on.
What? There's so many people in my fucking house. I've been just throwing everything out when we open it. Thank God I didn't throw the fucking TV boxes out. Because I would have been in the fucking garbage, like a fucking garbage picker, digging the box out to bring the thing back. He sends me back, tells me to do something. I have no idea what I'm doing. I was very kind in there. I was polite to the people. They helped me very nice, and I just kindly left. That's it. That's it. That's all. No more beans. That's it. That's all. No more beans.
That's it. That's all. No more. Roxy, I think you're lying to the viewers. We even have Xylee Gets Real in here saying, you got it, Roxy. I have faith in you. Let's see how much faith she has in you whenever people bully you after watching this video. If you don't remember, I'll give you a very nice reminder. This is a good one. This is a good one.
Okay, listen, wait. Xylee, okay, yes, you got faith in me now, but on rewind, she'll sit there. You fucking pussy bitch. You fucking worthless bitch. You Alika, you're not entertaining unless you're bullied, bitch. I'm gonna go fucking search the whole interwebs to find every little thing on you. Hee, my pretty. Get Jesus in your life, Xylee. It'll help. And maybe one day we can be friends. I don't know, but you have to have God in your life, honey. Let's watch. What are we watching?
You sent this in the group chat, Roxy. I'm going to give you a reminder.
Listen, you DM leaking fucking bitch. Why is it okay for everybody to leak DMs but me? The second I do it, I get fucking punished. I get shit to hell.
Oh, I think that's a dono coming in from DP the God 499. Thank you so much. Can you read that out for me?
I can't read. I don't know how.
How about you get your
Roxy is mad, shaking. Okay. Roxy is mad, shaking her head. The nose looks like it's an out of control Sabayan. What the fuck is even a Sabayan? You eat fucking. Oh, yes, you're right. I'm so sorry. I will try to shake my head and not let my nose move. Is that good, Beans? Was that good?
I think you need to work on it a little bit more. Let's see if the other donos can help you get some practice. But until then, let's watch this video.
You guys are leaking DMs, Beans.
This is not leaking DMs. You said this. You watch the video.
You bitch. I'm in the store.
Shush.
Fucking retard. They're gonna kick me out because I'm losing my shit. I don't know what to do. Answer the phone before they kick me out. And I'm gonna fucking Keem, answer your motherfucking phone right now, dude. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do, and they're gonna kick me out.
So you were in the middle of Best Buy, calling us nonstop, yelling in the middle of Best Buy. Are you even allowed to go back in?
Listen, first of all, Keem knows that I have fucking anxiety. Being in the store for more than 5 minutes, I'm sweating. I'm in the car waiting for my kids. I cannot be in the store. This motherfucker has me sitting there. I'm holding up a lion. The guy's saying, well, do you want me to put the money toward what you're going to buy, or do you want it back on your card? I'm like, oh, can you hold on? Let me call my boss and ask him. Calling the group, calling Mike, calling Keem. Nobody's fucking answering me. I have 3 fucking people in line. So I said, sir, I'm so sorry. Please let me find out what's going on. He gives me the dirtiest fucking look. I walk away and I kindly ask Keem to answer his phone. That wasn't mean. That was not mean. What do you mean it's not?
Oh. We have Philosophia with the 499. Can you read that out, Roxy?
That nose is great looking on you. Love you, Nana, Roxy, and Beans. Aw, see, I love you too. I love you so much, and thank you so much for being here, sweetie. Thank you. God bless you. See, I'm so nice.
That was nice because somebody said that they loved you. Let's get the real bullies in here. Where's the Xylee? Where is the Billy? Where is everybody that was talking so much shit to you yesterday? I think they're scared. I think they're scared of you, Roxy. I think you actually have some potential, and they just don't want.
Thursday, right? Wednesday, Milkers. Did it get any better? A little bit. But to what ability, to what extent, I don't even know. Maybe I'm tired because I woke up from like a good hour or 2 nap, and now it's almost 2 o'clock, and as I'm recording everything, and, you know, as we speak, Rewind is still going on, and the first thing that's coming to my mind is, God, please end it all for me. Right, hopefully I get 6 hours. Hopefully I can stream, sooner than I think. But that may not happen. Yeah, milk it with your just sour milk. Just expired milk. Roxy went to Best Buy, got kicked down, the police got involved, but that's really it. But the next couple set of clips are gonna be extremely wild.
And I got no redirect. Okay, no redirect. Really? Okay. Guess what? Beans Y'all see this? Where the fuck is my... Where's my shit? Right here. Y'all see this? How about this? How about no Discord access? Bye. No redirect. No access to the Discord. How about that? Wait, did somebody in chat say justice for beans? How about
I did the redirect fuck up. I fucked up, okay?
Okay,
Here's what
I
happened.
don't want to work with you anymore. I don't want to work with you anymore. I don't.
Okay,
I don't. I don't. There's no fucking excuse for I don't fucking care, dude. This
I will
whole
give you the
thing
excuse.
is fucking built on a redirect, and there's no redirect coming to the main show. This is the second time it's happened in 2 weeks.
Here's the problem. You guys book your shows like so late. I book my shit so early. There's nothing I can put as a redirect, and then by the time the show happens, my shows are booked at like 10 in the morning.
I shouldn't have to start a show off in a fucking horrible mood because a redirect wasn't sent my way. Like, that's insane. That is the most fucking insane thing. And
Here's what I think.
And I feel like you're covering for beans.
No, listen. Should she have checked? Probably. I left my Airbnb. I don't think I saved the redirect, but I wasn't home. I'm not allowed to go home, and I have no access to my laptop right now. So that's what happened.
Okay.
So Rostov says,
"Fuck out of here." 83. I was in a great mood. I was so excited about doing the show today. I was in a fucking good mood, dude. If you're on a kid behind the camera production, like Queens, Milkers, you've been moved to like 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. Go fuck yourselves. Like, I don't care.
Nay
Like, dude,
Marie
what is
Pondu Cherry super chatted $20. Don't F with God, Boogie.
Yeah, 2 clips back to back. I know a little different than what I usually do. Rather, I usually do clip then say something, but I rather do it this way. If you're not aware, Bean messed up, right? More or less, I think it's confirmed that Bean messed up the redirect, and Milkers had the bad history of not redirecting a lot of the time, with the result in them getting crapped on pretty hard. You know, as much as I'm a critic of a lot of this stuff, it was insane to the point where Bean got banned off of Discord. Now later on, I do have the clip where she gets unbanned, and it might take the blunt of the fault, right? And it's funny how Keemstar just more or less outed, like, you know what, Mike? Yeah, we all know. Basically, Keemstar in his drunken stage just straight up said, "Oh yeah, Mike got arrested because he was yelling at his wife when he was in a drunken stupor." And I'm like, we all knew that, but damn. And yeah, so Keem was kind of going scorched earth on Mike. It was pretty hilarious in my eyes. It was very, very dumbfounded. Now, obviously, I've been posting these clips on the shorts. Go check them out. Because I wanted to get these out and just, I think if a certain clip is spicy enough, I will release them in shorts, and then obviously, if I remember, put them back into the video. But yeah. Oh, and this was most of the stream. This was most of the stream where Keemstar is just not happy. He is just not happy.
Do it, pussy.
No, that'd be weird.
You're not proud of me.
I got
Dylan.
Wings that decides that he wants to do physical assault at a fucking one live event. Let me just start pushing people, throwing people around, throwing my wife around, right? I got Mike who gets in a fucking drunken screaming match with his woman and then gets charged with like the least domestic thing there is, right? Which it causes like, dude, what is this shit?
I get it.
Fire beans.
If Queens goes live tonight, I'm just turning the stream off. I don't give a fuck. I'm just turning it off. Go fuck yourself. I'm not joking. I'm not joking, Becky, Tina, Mike. When Queens goes live today, I'm logging in the account and stream. Bye.
Is Roxy in here now?
So obviously he didn't do that, but yeah, you can tell in that drunken state, Keem was just like, I'm done. And it's so funny that Savage literally made a short just laughing at him. Later on, Tina would try to defend him, but it was so hilariously bad. I just died so hard. You know, it would have been nice if Keem actually kept to his word and just shut down the Queen stream, but obviously he didn't because he calmed down a lot more. But damn, yeah, again, he revealed why Mike got arrested because him and his wife got into a drunken screaming match. Or really, Mike probably got into a drunken screaming match because he was probably so intoxicated that the divorce probably would actually affect him a lot more. Good job, Keem.
About, I am in trouble for not adding the redirect on. Bean says in the last 5 minutes of the show, she said live, I just clicked save changes, implying that the redirect was added live. If that's the case, Keem's wrong. And I want to send the clips to Xylee. Because that would be proof. Otherwise, Beans for no reason would have lied live that she was adding the redirect when she could have just added the redirect. So it was added and YouTube glitched or something. Because if she said that.
Who's doing the stream? Rastov? What's this?
Do you want to see it? Because
Yeah.
you like it.
Yeah, I would like to see it.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
Next weekend works out for everybody. Yes, the redirect is in.
What? What?
What?
Would you like to hear that one more time?
Here's another goddamn delivery.
Works out for everybody. Yes, the redirect is in.
Okay. All right.
What? So YouTube glitched after all this? YouTube is the glitch?
No, I think she just assumed it was in and didn't check it. That's my thoughts.
I think she lied, obviously.
Whereas the next weekend works out for everybody.
Wait,
yes,
hold
the
on.
redirect is
Hold
in.
on, stop. Rostov, look at Boogie's room right now.
I know.
A redirect to my show.
That's because people want to see you fail. You never fail anyways, Keem. Beans did it on purpose.
True. I appreciate it, Tina.
Yep, they did it on purpose. And guess what? I got something else bigger to tell you. Do you know that I got Mike's kids yelling your name every time something fucks up in their house now? They yell for you.
Keem!
So,
That's awesome.
So you mean to tell
wait
me?
for us, Tina.
You mean to tell me that Mike literally was trying to cover for Beans?
Yes. Yes.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Mike is too
Yeah, you're gonna have
nice.
to do some things different, boss. I see short videos of you making fun of you too, right? And I don't like that, boss. I'm really getting ready to get shitting. You told me to shut the fuck up and ghost it, and I tried to. Now they're making fun of you on a short video, and it was sent to me, and I don't like people talking shit about you.
Ba has not responded to me. Fire this MF. Rolling on the floor laughing.
Wait, are you serious, Cynthia? Oh, I don't know if she's joking or not. Are you serious, Cynthia?
I can't tell. Should have fired me too. But
what do you think,
But yeah,
Xylee?
I listen. Beans is really upset that she fucked up. She's very upset. I can hear it in her voice.
Okay, unban Beans from the Discord. I cannot talk to Beans about this at all because I'm gonna be
No,
a
I get
dick.
you.
I'm gonna be a dick. So Beans, don't speak to me for a week. I'm gonna be an asshole.
Okay, and I'll give her some tips like what.
So yeah, 3 clips back to back. Don't worry, I'll talk about them each at a time. Yeah, so the first clip was they really wanted to double check that Bean actually sent. But probably what ended up happening, what Bean says he sent something, but it probably wasn't much, right? You know, probably what it was, she looked at their screen and just assume, right? Just a quick glance, right? That quick glance of incompetency that we all have. Let's be fair, we all have a moment of incompetency. Even I do. She probably looked at it real fast and was like, "Oh, There we go. It went in. Not realizing in reality, nope, it didn't. Because even Tina said, like, nope, she didn't. She purposely did it. Obviously, I don't think Beans did it on purpose. I 100% believe that she did it by complete accident. Later on, she gets unbanned because Xylee was just straight up said, like, no, it wasn't. What's obviously, why the hell Keem believing Tina when the whole point, obviously, because later on he'll let the queen do the stream, but why the hell are you listening to Tina? Keem, who's known for lying, and I think in a way you can probably think maybe Tina did it as a way to kind of thin the competition and have more money for themselves, which is probably not a bad idea, Tina. But lying about your other co-workers like that is not the smart thing. Hell, Tina's probably the equivalent of that one co-worker where you and your buddy, your other co-worker buddy, y'all are having a good time. You guys are doing good work, but maybe you're cheating on top just a bit, or maybe being a little sneaky, and maybe a little sneaky, and she rats you out, even though you're not really doing anything wrong, and you still get fired, right? Never dealt with a coworker like that? Oh, trust me, they ain't a good time.
Roaches. Oh my god, yes, but I hate them so much. It's so creepy. It's so fucking creepy. They were cute.
Hey, where's Pigtail got her pig face?
Don't say her name. She might come. Shh.
I'm waiting for my apology.
She should apologize to you about that. I agree.
Okay, but can I also say, I'm sorry, but I've been disillusioned about Pigtail Girl. She ruined it for me. You know why? Because yesterday she went on to Rewind, and yes, she is calm and chill on Rewind. However, she started talking about how, oh yeah, this is exhausting. Oh yeah, it really takes so much energy out of me to do this. And it made me realize how much she is playing a character, especially when she keeps saying, my higher ups keep telling me to do this. I can't between that and then Milkers too. Fucking Beans and Roxy talking about character development. Bitch, we're all degenerates around here, okay? We know you're not talking about developing moral character, so how about you just fucking do shit that you want to actually do and not lie about it and not come here like a fake-ass Wendy's ghetto bitch. That too. For that one. For both of them. All of them. Enough with it. I'm so sick of all of it.
Kids have more quality on fucking videos than these people that Keem's been hiring lately.
If you're gonna hire actors, just hire fucking actors. At least they won't fucking say they're. I can't get over it.
Tell us how you really feel, Becky.
Do you know the shit I had to shove down my gullet when I called myself a character? And now these fucking bitches are like, character development. I just do what the higher ups tell me to do.
You didn't say in the beginning when they went follow suit, you dumb motherfucker.
Well, yeah, but I'm taking it back. I am fully me now. Everybody sees this. What you see is what you get. With them, it's fake, and they're just starting. Fucking Pigtails goes running around like a ghetto-ass bitch, and then she goes on to Rewind. Hi. Oh, it's so
she's chill when she comes on. The 2 times she's been on Rewind, she's been very pleasant.
Fake as fuck. Fake as fuck. And also,
we bring out the worst of people?
No, I think this is what it is, to be honest. And I think it's because a lot of it has to do with how young she is and new to this, right? And I think she thinks that's how she's supposed to be. And it's like,
Mary
if you're going to do it...
$20. Xylee, will you please play Becky's demon voice on Rewind?
Wait, there was a
Did
demon
you see?
voice?
Oh my god, I want to see. I want to see the clip. I didn't get to see it myself. Keem summoned me to do a spell, and I had no idea what the fuck was going on. I had been sleeping, and I came on, and I started talking, and it was a demon voice. My soundboard was on, and I didn't know. So I came on.
Wait, was that the part where the sound went out?
Yes. But the audience heard the demon voice, I think,
that's not
first.
fair, though. I broke a TV because of Becky. Now I got a frozen and pissy fucking short still on my body. So I'm gonna need a piss bag like Zeta Ray. So I'm gonna have an infection in my fucking tool bag. I'm all fucked up, bro. All because of Becky.
It's not all because has really fucked this universe up.
She has. She got to go.
The goddamn curse, Becky.
Ow.
Listen, me and Billy got in a fight because of you last night.
Oh, don't blame that on me. Don't blame that on me, Xylee. Okay.
If that dog stays in there, I'm gonna put you in there for the whole
Tina,
night.
I so help me God.
You don't give a fuck. I got frozen, and you called me a god-blessed liar. You fake fucking rich. Get up and fly then, goddammit. Let me see you fly.
Let's all be real. Most of us still assume Becky is still playing a character, still being fake, because it's just, that's who she is at heart. I like how she's throwing all these other women in. Obviously, she has more experience than them by only like a couple months, like 5 months. Damn, it's been that long. Damn. But at the same time, my point is that, it's just funny. It's just funny how she's calling these girls out that, oh, they're fake, they're playing characters, Of all the women to do that, it's her. And it it doesn't surprise me. If anything, it makes me laugh inside because of course they would do something like that. It's at this point, the more I cover them, the more I feel like I'm just gonna keep hitting my head off the wall because it's just like, what you doing? It's like, come on. And really, besides that, the rest of oh my god, I'm so stupid. My brain is shot right now. Yeah, the rest of Queen was just regular Queen, the usual whatever. It wasn't that special. So later on, Pigtail would pop in, but it is what it is at that point. Calling other girls fake when she herself is no better and probably even worse and has done worse. But that's the LCU for you, ladies and gentlemen. Calling out the hypocrisy when you yourself are doing the hypocrisy. On to Rewind.
Probably a second gear to everything she's doing.
Oh! Breaking news!
Uh-oh. What do we got, Xylee? What do we got live on Rewind? Serve it up! Kid behind the camera, I just left the LCU server. Fuck it, LOL, I don't need it. I ain't Boogie. I don't rely on this. He can be a bitch all he wants to. Left the group. Brenda, do you have a job? This motherfucker, LOL. Roxy, I'm done. Left the group. Roxy's gone?
I don't know.
You just got some free time. Keem is crashing out? What the fuck?
Okay, wait a minute.
Culinary
Hold
Stud,
on.
welcome to Cash Cow. Ricky did win. He won with Joey Janela. They are...
All right, Roxy's not in the... Roxy's in the server.
Roxy is?
Yeah.
Oh, so she left the call? Was that a call? What is that?
She must have left the group chat.
Oh, with Brenda in it? It's all on fire.
Wait, who is
Rastov,
this?
you're live on Lolcow
Rastov,
Rewind.
what is going on?
So he left the group chat, then Roxy apparently rage quit as well. So I don't know.
Roxy supposedly rage quit, but she's still in the Discord server, yeah?
I haven't checked that.
She left the group chat. She said she left that particular group chat and said, I'm done, and left the group chat after Michael. Tina, have you talked to Michael?
No.
You want to ask him what's up?
No.
I totally thought that's what you would
And
say.
him and Keem have been friends for years, and I know they both got tempers. And I'm hoping that maybe when everybody comes back to, gets their bearings right, they'll go back to talk and everything will be cool.
Yeah.
If he left, would you stay?
Yes.
Awesome.
So from what we understand, yes, Mike has more or less left the Discord. Now, we're not sure if he left the LCU. That could be entirely different, right? What ended up happening was people probably dogged him so hard that he decided to leave the Discord, but not the LCU. And then obviously later on, Tina was asked whether or not she would leave the LCU and if Mike leaves, and she straight up said no. And obviously we all knew that was going to happen because in the past, Tina was like, I'm not leaving. If Mike leaves, I leave. Turns out that's not the case. But, obviously because now she's having actual money, she's probably making more money than she ever made in her life. Probably more than most people right now as we speak. And because of that, hey, good on her. I ain't going to hate on a woman like that for, game is game. But the fact that she went on multiple weeks calling and saying that she's loyal to Mike and Mike only, yet in the end, I guess that's not the case, ladies and gentlemen. But with that being said, I'm not sure what's going to happen on test. But if something does happen on test, I will obviously put the next set of clips. But till next time, or till something happens on test.